Once Upon a Time by Hoppet Falls on Archive of Our Own. Narrated by Kimberly Likes Tea. Ace groaned, face down on the table. Are you done yet?
I just have one more page to do.
Ace let out a sigh before turning his head to look at his friend. With a big exam in history coming up, the two of them decided to study in the library so they wouldn't be distracted by the rest of the Hartsville students. Ace had already finished studying and was waiting impatiently for Deuce to finish, sighing when Deuce finally closed his book. Hey Deuce, Ace piped up as he stood. I've been practicing a new spell. Wanna see?
Knowing you, it's going to be something bad, isn't it?
Deuce replied, picking up his materials. Aw, come on, have some faith in me. It's a spell that lets me command inanimate objects. Ace grinned as he pointed his pen at a chair. See? Walk! The chair shuddered to life before moving a bit, making Deuce trip over his legs. He let out a yelp as he face-planted, scattering his materials everywhere. Ace started cackling at this, and Deuce glared at him.
So you can make chairs trip people,
He muttered, sitting up and collecting his stuff.
Big deal.
Oh, come on, Ace grinned. You're impressed, I know it. Now let's see what else I can do.
If you make a mess, Riddle will take off both our heads.
Deuce shot back, beginning to walk off again.
Let's hurry back so we can make it before curfew.
Wait, Ace called out. I just want to show you one more thing. Watch. He pointed his pen up to the ceiling, and suddenly the books were flying off their shelves. Deuce turned back to face Ace, whose mouth was spread wide into a grin. Deuce, look, he explained. I made a book tornado.
What the hell are you doing, Ace?
Deuce asked, dropping everything and running over to his friend.
You need to stop this before the head mage finds us and threatens to expel us again.
Ace frowned at this before sighing at Deuce's wide and terrified eyes. He pointed his pen up to the ceiling again, but nothing happened. The books continued to spin around the both of them, pushing them closer together until they were back to back.
Ace?
Deuce asked, trying to glance over at the other.
Why isn't it stopping?
I don't know, Ace yelled, panic evident in his voice. I can't stop it! The books began to spin faster, and suddenly the two of them were being lifted off the ground.
Ace!
Deuce yelled, grabbing onto Ace's arm.
Put us down!
I'm trying! Ace yelled back. He pointed his pen forward, and one of the books stopped spinning. The two of them almost sighed in relief, but the book opened. A bright light emerged from the book, and they felt themselves being pulled towards it.
What's happening?
Deuce yelled. I don't know! Ace yelled back, grabbing onto Deuce's arm. Just whatever you do, don't let... They were both sucked into the book, the said book closing as it fell to the ground. The rest of the book slowly stopped spinning and fell to the ground. Just as you entered the library, he had seen the ending of what had just happened and ran towards the book that Ace and Deuce had been sucked into. A collection of fairy tales? He muttered, picking up the book. Well, this isn't good. End of chapter 1. Thank you for listening to my first ever attempt at fanfiction reading. I know this is something vastly different than what I have normally been posting, but it's something I've wanted to give a try for a long while. I hope you enjoyed it, as I'm going to be continuing until I finish the fic, but luckily it's only 9 parts. If you enjoyed this, then please leave a like and a comment and subscribe, and I would really appreciate it a lot. That's all for me for now. Bye!